Ladies and gents, good morning and welcome to Coffee and Sports the Morning Show on Wire to Wire Network. Man, we're winding down the NFL season, man. What a sad time in life, man. But it's been a great season nonetheless. I'm here with two of my favorite gentlemen to be on this network with, man. The NFL genius and Mr. Will. Will, how was your weekend, man?
Good, man. How about yours?
Hey man, busy. You know what I'm saying?
Same.
NFL genius. How was your weekend, big dog?
Good weekend. I wish it would have ended with a Rams win. I'm being completely honest with you. I'm not. I mean, listen, it's not as bad as Broncos Seahawks, but I thought the most ideal Super Bowl we can get would have been Rams Patriots. It'd have been fun. I just feel like that, and we'll talk about it obviously, but it put a damper on the end of the snow weekend. I had a great time staying in snowed in though. My 2K, my players is starting to kick ass.
Oh man, Super Bowl 49 rematch, man. Long time waited. But I want to start off with this NFLG. I'm gonna start off with the college football playoff changes, man. They are changing the way teams are getting into the playoffs, and it's starting with the Power Four conference champions will be guaranteed spots in the 12-team field, along with the highest ranked conference champion from the group of six. Notre Dame will be a lock for the playoffs if they finish in the top 12. How you feel about this change?
I don't know how they keep rewarding Notre Dame for not joining a conference. Listen, revenue is it's the easiest money grab I've ever seen in my life. So what they're doing is Notre Dame brings in a ton of revenue for NCAA and college football. So they're basically allowed to play by their own rules. The problem is there's 134 other Division One teams that play by the same set of rules that Notre Dame does not have to apply to. I think that's the problem with the new set of rules in the playoffs. Also, I'm not a fan that a conference champion gets an automatic bid into the college football playoff. Let me just tell you what that would have played out to this year. This year, you've seen that not miracle, but that huge run by Miami. That wouldn't have happened by this new structure. Duke would have been the entry from the ACC and got the doors blown off them. You shouldn't have 5 lost teams making the college football playoff. And that's what would have happened if Duke would have made this CFP this year. It's got to go by rankings. I disagree with the premise that Notre Dame gets to play by their own set of rules. And listen, at the same time, college football has gotten it wrong so many times over and over again. This doesn't surprise me.
Will, how you feel about it?
I hate it. I hate it again. Notre Dame can't keep being rewarded for being the odd team out of the mix. You can't keep rewarding them. I hate it that they don't have a conference. And I also hate the fact that you're taking conference leaders into account too. I agree with Gene when it comes down, it should be based on rankings. And for God's sake, Notre Dame, I get the revenue. I understand that. But I think the revenue will be there even if they were in a conference. So get in a conference and make this thing right.
Do you think they would change this rule down the road, Gene, or what do you think they would implement something for Notre Dame, like having the committee do their schedule for them, or making them join a conference down the road?
No, I wouldn't be shocked if the NCAA changes it again, because the NCAA has changed it 3 times in 3 years. So the first year it was we're going to move to a 12-team playoff. The second year, okay, well, we're going to reseed. It won't be just bracket play. We'll reseed it. And now the third year, it's all right, well, if Notre Dame is in the top 12, we'll figure out a way to get them in there. And then a conference champion, 100% has to be in there. Why? The ACC has been – listen, if you told me that the Big Ten or the SEC conference champion was guaranteed a spot, I would be like, okay, well, they're going to get a spot anyway, because they're the conference winner, the best conference in the country. SEC and Big Ten are the best two. The ACC and the Big 12 have been absolutely depleted. They have.
He's right.
The ACC has nothing left. Duke, Miami, and Florida State. That's it.
Do you think the SEC got depleted due to everybody being able to pay players to come play for them?
I think the SEC got depleted because you get a lot more big money games when you have Texas versus Oklahoma, Texas versus Alabama. You got to look at some of these schools that moved over, right? Texas and Oklahoma being the two biggest ones that went to the SEC. Do you really want Texas versus TCU, or do you want Texas versus Georgia? And like that's essentially what Texas is comparing himself to. That is a matter of millions of dollars for games. You can't pass up that type of money. It gets depleted because you get a lot more marquee games. It's the top competition.
What you think, Will? You think they're gonna change the rule down the road again for Notre Dame?
I wouldn't be shocked if they did because of the amount of change we've seen already. But yeah, it's tough. The transfer portal makes it tough. Everything that makes it tough to get this thing right. As far as the strength of these teams, I don't know what the NCAA really needs to go back and just take their time and think about what the hell they're doing.
Agreed. Moving on. Patriots versus Broncos. Will, I'm gonna start with you, man. Patriots win 10-7. And Drake May only produced 86 passing yards and 65 rushing yards in this ugly win. Jarrett Stidham, 17-31, 133 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 pick. Thoughts on the game?
Sean Payton should be ashamed of himself. He took points off the board. He should be ashamed of himself. You have to realize you don't have Drake May. You have Jarrett Stidham out there.
You mean you don't have Bo Nix?
You don't have Bo Nix. My fault. You don't have Bo Nix out there. You got Jarrett Stidham. Come on, man. He's good at being average. There's nothing special about Jarrett Stidham. Nothing. And you got yourself hyped up to believe in yourself that this kid can do it. He can't. Points are at a premium in this league, particularly when the weather changed in the second half. Points are at a premium. You have to take the points. You have to have that separation. And with that defense, yeah, Sean should be ashamed of himself. Yeah, Jarrett Stidham played like trash, but this is also on Sean Payton.
Do you think it was because coaches are starting to have a lack of faith in their kickers to get it done?
I think it's more ego than the field goal kicker at the end of the day, but that's just me. You take the points, so at least you try to take those points, man. Come on. You got to try to have a degree of separation out there. You kick that field goal, it's a little bit of a different, and make it, that's a little bit of a different game.
Indeed. NFL Genius, I know you want to chime in. Give it to us.
So, first of all, I'm going to vehemently disagree with Will. In the sense that I think Jarrett Stidham played a better football game yesterday than Drake May. I do. The only interception he had was on a ball, which basically was told to take a shot on a jump ball because they couldn't move the ball on a 3rd and 12. Here's where Will's right. They should have took points before the half. The point that you're looking at, they should have went up 10-0 as opposed to went for it on 4th and 1. Here's the problem. That weather is unexpected and it did not allow these players to move the football. That game was the best example of why more teams should be getting domes. And I don't mean to say this to be, look, man, I'm of the old school that I love old school Green Bay football in the frozen tundra, New England football in snow. Listen, when we played Madden when we were kids, or Tecmo Bowl, we turned on the weather all the time. We played in snow. Like, as soon as it snowed, me and my friends would go out and play football outside. Mm-hmm. In a professional football game, we got to be playing these games in domes, indoors, because that game was awful to watch. It was terrible to watch. And I think, I truly believe Jarrett Stidham outplayed Bo Nix yesterday. I just think that at that point,
also, another thing, too, that kind of got me upset. Courtland Sutton. To be a all-pro receiver, you draw too many passes, brother. You draw too many passes. You got to come up with those balls, man. You got to.
I don't know. It's kind of hard to catch balls in the 13 below.
But Carmack, you a pro. But Carmack, you a pro. That's what you get paid to do. You got to come up with those passes, man. You got to.
Oh, true. I mean, you got one job as a receiver, but you know what I mean?
And like your running game, it ain't like their running game is all that.
At the end of the day, this is showing that these players are actually people. You know what I mean? They're not superhumans to be doing everything inside of 13 below minus 2-degree weather. You know what I mean? But
I mean, the way it changed the game, the way it changed the course of the game when the weather hit was wild. And
it was crazy. It was crazy.
It's not fun to watch. And I say this all the time. I don't mind defensive football. I don't mind good football. I don't mind if the game's 13-10 or if it's 34-31. But that wasn't good football. That was the element completely changing the way the game was played.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. Let's play a little game. So you're down a quarterback heading into the AFC Championship game. Would you rather have Jarrett Stidham or Will? I'm gonna go with you first. I'm gonna go with Jake Browning or Jarrett Stidham.
They both trash, so I lose either way. Give me Stidham. They both trash, so either way I lose.
NFL James, who you going with? Now, I'm doing this because this is backup quarterback.
Jarrett Stidham.
You going Stidham?
Yeah,
I thought he played well.
Yep, you lose either way, and that was a nice 51-yard pass.
I don't know if he loses the game if the game's played in good weather the whole game. I don't know.
Makes sense.
They both trash.
NFL genius.
Yes.
Stidham, Mason Rudolph.
Mason Rudolph.
Going Mason in the AFC Championship game?
Yeah. Mason Rudolph is a little bit. You got to look at Mason Rudolph's career. He's played for bad offensive coordinator after bad offensive coordinator. I will go with Mason Rudolph.
Will.
Mason Rudolph.
Going Rudolph?
Yep.
Tanner McKee, Stidham. Will.
It's easy.
Stidham.
You going Stidham?
Who did you say first?
The Mormon Missile, baby. Tanner McKee.
Who did you say first? Okay, give me Tanner. Give me Tanner. I still want that man. Give me Tanner.
Don't let Gene bully you into a change.
I still want that man on the Saints. I want
the Mormon Missile.
I still want him on the Saints. He can replace Rattler right now.
That's Tyler Shough.
He can still play. He can come and play be our starter right now.
You can't do that with Tyler Shough. Come on, bro.
Man.
I was going to win Offensive Rookie of the Year, and you're not happy about it?
He probably will. I like Tanner, though.
NFL genius. Stidham, Minshew,
Gardner.
Gardner.
You going Gardner?
Bro, Gardner Minshew's a gamer, bro. You know what Gardner Minshew is? He's Baker Mayfield light. It's like what he is, bro. He's Baker Mayfield light.
I don't know. I give him more of the Fitzmagic type of vibe.
I like that too. I think that's very similar, but I feel like he's got that gamer in him. Like you're gonna see him diving for first downs and getting spun around.
Will, who you go with?
Gardner Minshew. Yep.
Gardner Minshew also has one of the greatest sports quotes ever. He was competing with Trevor Lawrence for the starting job in Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence's rookie year, and like they said, it would be an open quarterback competition. And he goes, I haven't taken a shit in 6 weeks because the number 2 is not what I'm about. I'm like, bro.
Dang.
That's funny. I like that.
I loved it.
Oh, Will. Your boy. Tyler Shough, Jarrett Stidham.
Oh, stop.
AFC Championship game we talk about. Your number one quarterback is down. Who you going with, man, to pull this game for you?
It's too easy.
Shough.
You going with Shough?
Give me Shough.
So easy. Are we serious? Come on, bro.
You going with
Shough? You guys
Shough?
going to win Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Give me Shough. That man was out there throwing to.
You know,
that man was out there throwing to kitchen appliances and won some games. So give me Shough.
Do you know that? I just want to say this out loud. Do you know that Tyler Shough has more wins in his career than Jarrett Stidham does? And Jarrett Stidham's been in the NFL for 7 years.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. It's a silly question.
I'm just saying, man. You know, NFL genius.
Yo,
Stidham, Will Levis.
Oh, Mayo boy.
Ooh.
I'll take Stidham.
Ooh.
You say,
I think Will Levis sucks. I've always said that. You want to talk about a guy that couldn't beat out Sean Clifford at Penn State? Got a job in Kentucky. He stinks.
Who you going with, Will?
Give me Stidham.
Going Stidham. All right, Will. Jarrett Stidham, Carson Wentz.
I don't like neither one of them. Give me Carson. I don't like neither one of them.
NFL genius.
Another easy one. Give me Carson Wentz.
All right. NFL genius. Jalen Milroe, Stidham.
In that game, I would say Jalen Milroe because he can use his legs a lot more. I felt like he can create offense a lot more. And with Sean Payton, I would take Jalen Milroe. I think Jalen Milroe can be a quarterback at the next level. I love what Seattle's done with him.
He's got
Seattle
talent.
brought him in to develop him. And you had a whole season with Clint Kubiak as your offensive coordinator to learn football. I love what Seattle's doing with Jalen Milroe. I didn't think Jalen Milroe was an NFL prospect. I really didn't. I didn't think he was going to be an NFL quarterback unless he went to the right situation. I felt like what Seattle did this year was perfect.
He's got talent, that's for sure.
Who you going with, Will?
Milroe.
Going Milroe.
Yep.
All right, my last two.
Yep.
Will, are you going Stidham? Zach Wilson.
Stidham.
Stidham?
I'm going Stidham. You can have Zach. Gene, I'll give you Zach. I'll give you Zach. I'll give you Zach.
Jarrett Stidham. Zach Wilson stinks.
Terrible.
No, Zach Wilson's so bad. He went in Mike McDaniel's offense, right? He was slated to be their backup quarterback. Quinn Ewers, a 7th-round draft pick, passed him in practice.
That's messed up.
I just want to be very clear when we say that. Passed him in practice.
Oh, dang.
I even fired on his own.
Oh, dang, man.
All right, my last one. My one.
Gosh.
Jarrett Stidham, Mitchell Trubisky. Will, I'm going to start with you.
Stidham.
I'll take
NFL.
Mitch.
I'll take Stidham.
Taking Mitch?
Yeah, I'll take Mitch.
I don't like this. I'll take Stidham. I don't like Mitch.
All right, fellas, moving on. Let me ask you this, NFL genius. Is there is this what I really want to say is this the start of Drake May era, aka Brady 2.0 for the Patriots?
Well, we haven't seen Brady 2.0. And let me be very clear when I say this. Drake May has been incredible, but he reminds me a lot more of Matthew Stafford than Tom Brady. And I still think that means a Hall of Fame career, but let's not call it Brady 2.0. Brady didn't turn the football over. Drake May, let's be very transparent, has played 3 playoff games, and I don't think he's played well in any of them. Now, granted, he's played against the Broncos, the Texans, and the Chargers, which are 3 of the top 10 defenses against the pass in the NFL. But let's let him win it. Let's let him show me he's got that drive in him. Let's let me show me he can throw for 280, 3 touchdowns, and no interceptions, or lead a game-winning drive before we start calling him Brady 2.0. Just because they played for the Patriots does not mean he's Tom Brady. I think Drake May's perfect comp is Matthew Stafford. And Matthew Stafford throws a lot of balls that get intercepted. But he also learned and became one of the most elite passers in the NFL, breaking down defenses. He's not Tom Brady 2.0.
All right, so let me ask you this then. With Drake May being clearly their new franchise quarterback after Brady, do you think this is the beginning of another dominant decade for the Patriots to start making runs?
Yeah. I mean, they have very good coaching. They have a good defense. They're going to build their offensive line. They have a franchise quarterback on a rookie contract. Yeah, I think the Patriots are going to be there for years and years to come. New England sports fans are absolutely spoiled. They're elitists, and they make me sick. But in that same respect, I got to respect them. Boston and Philly are very similar cities. They're blue collar. They're hardworking. It's not their fault. They've been blessed with some really good GMs and some really good teams. Between the Celtics, the Patriots, obviously got the Boston Bruins and the Red Sox. New England has been blessed.
Will, chime in. What you think?
I want to see before I answer that, to be truthful, I want to see what his second season would be with tougher competition. He's on his way, that's true, but his game is way different than Tom Brady's. Way different. He throws too many interceptions, but he's also more athletic. He's going to run with the football from time to time, and will break contain the score. But I want to see what he looks like with a true schedule behind him for a couple of seasons before I'm willing to make him the second coming or the second Brady.
Bro, can I respond to this dude real quick? Tom,
Okay.
I appreciate you. We already seen Brady 2.0, actually 3.0. This Patrick Mahomes, no, bro. They're not the same players. When you put a comp out, there's no Brady 2.0.
Nope.
None. Let's be very clear when we say that. Brady was different in the sense that, here's the truth, right? Give me like a minute to rant for a second, Carmike. I know you got a lot to get into, but I need a minute. The truth is, Tom Brady was not as talented as Aaron Rodgers, as Peyton Manning, as Dan Marino. What made Tom Brady terrific, what made Tom Brady different, was that he was willing to take the 7-yard slant or the check down, and he studied and understood the defense better than anybody. And he would take what was given to him. You listen to him in the booth, he analyzes the game perfectly. And you can hear the mental makeup. These guys that you're talking about, Patrick Mahomes, Drake May, they are miles more physically gifted than Tom Brady was. And then the second part of your comment, you don't need to give me a heads up. I've been preaching this for a while, my friend. I know that the best is yet to come with the Patriots. They have money and they don't have to pay their quarterback. It's definitely not something I'm looking forward to. Thank you.
And that's the way you want to do. You want to win. You want to take advantage of that window while he is on that rookie contract to win championships. That's the goal for a lot of these teams out here.
That's what Seattle did with Russell Wilson.
Yeah. I wish Lamar, they could have did it with Lamar, but it is what it is.
They tried Lamar. Lamar didn't have that Tom Brady in him.
No, he didn't.
And moving on, and in Seattle, we witnessed a battle between Darnold and Stafford, Njigba and Nakua. And they did not disappoint. Ultimately, it was a great game. In the end, the Rams just couldn't get it done. Lost the game 31-27. NFL genius. Thoughts on this game?
I'm disappointed. The reason I'm disappointed has nothing to do with the outcome of the game. Well, it has everything to do with the outcome of the game. I want to watch the best football I could watch. And I thought the story line of Stafford versus baby Stafford with Stafford versus May, I thought the LA Boston beat LA and, like that concept between those two rivals would have been the best Super Bowl. Nothing against Denver. I hate Sean Payton. I was so happy when they were eliminated. Can't stand the guy. But Seattle as a whole is, I'm not saying they're not marketable, but they're a defensive football team with a quarterback that's shaky at best. They have one running back, Kenneth Walker, and Jackson Smith-Njigba. I don't think they're a marketable team. I just don't. I would have much rather watch. And honestly, the Rams can only blame themselves. They had 4 shots in the goal, first and goal, to take the lead. And I truly believe they take the lead in that football game, they win the game. But it's on them. It's on them for missing. And I'm not looking forward to it, if that's what you're asking. Seattle played their ass off. Their defense is going to be really good. It's another top 10 defense that Drake May is going to have to face. It'll be a tough task. I haven't officially made my Super Bowl prediction yet, but I'm kind of leaning towards Seattle.
I've been talking to a lot of people, man. They put in their thing and they don't want to watch it. They think Seattle's going to dog walk the Patriots, man. Do you think so?
No.
And Jigba looks unguardable, man.
I mean, he kind of is unguardable unless you're playing him the way the Rams played him the first time they played him, which is bracket zone. You can easily bracket him, and they did that for a hole and make someone else beat you. And I think Mike Vrabel is going to come up with the right scheme that will bracket Jackson Smith-Njigba. I actually think it's going to be a rather low-scoring Super Bowl. I think it's going to be a snooze fest for the casuals. I'm going to enjoy it because it's going to be defensive-based, but I don't think it's going to be a fun Super Bowl to watch. Like a 21-13 football game, something like that.
Will, thoughts on the game, big dog?
I love the fact Seattle won. I love the fact Cooper Kupp got revenge against his old team. Love it. Love it. Love it. Just love it. Not that I'm a Cooper Kupp guy, but I just love the fact he got revenge against his old team.
What do you mean when you say revenge, though, Will? You said that in the chat last night. I almost wanted to debate with you then, but what do you mean when you say revenge?
I mean, the way they I didn't like the fact they let him go like that. I didn't like the
Were
fact.
you going to pay a receiver $13 million a year to be ass?
But
he's ass. He caught 2 balls. Like Cooper Kupp didn't get revenge.
I just thought, just like you thought that was the best story for the Rams to win. I thought that was the best story for me to see Seattle win, for him to get that win against his old team. I thought that was great.
I respect the hell out of you, and I'm just like playfully debating with you. But do you know the Rams bought him out of his contract and tried to re-sign him at a lower rate? And
but he didn't want to do it.
So he went to chase more money, which he got from Seattle, and he's not been a great return on the investment, if we're being completely honest. The amount of money Seattle paid him to catch 32 balls this year, do you think that was worth it? I don't think that's revenge, bro. I think that Cooper Kupp was made a superstar in LA by Matthew Stafford feeding him the ball. And when they found a better version of him in Puka Nacua,
they let him go. Oh, he left. I'm sorry.
They brought in Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams is a much better
Kupp kept getting hurt, so
yeah, he couldn't stay healthy. I give y'all that. He couldn't stay healthy.
Y'all don't think the story is Samuel Darnold, man, versus Drake May? The underdog story for Sam Darnold started with the Jets and making his way to a bowl, man. Y'all think that's a good story? No?
Sure.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I think this is a better story. Stan Jerner escaped and no one
Super Bowl 49 rematch is upon us. So we have the Seahawks versus the Patriots again. Last time they played, they didn't give the ball to Marshawn, cost them the game. Predictions on this game. I'm going to start with you, Will.
Early predictions, with the way that defense is looking and playing, Jay said is playing at a very high level. I'm going to go with Seattle.
Going Seattle. NFL genius.
I told you, I don't know. Like, I don't want to give my full prediction on the game because I have to study it more. Well, I told you my early lean is Seattle.
Yeah.
I think they're the better, more complete football team. That's not to say that New England can't win the game, because I trust Drake May more than I trust Sam Darnold. But Kenneth Walker's still their starter.
Yeah.
But their second string running back, Zach Charbonnet, tore his ACL.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, man. I just
no, not yet. You ain't ready
But
for the
this is-
prediction.
yeah, like
All right,
I don't want to. I want to really break it down. Like I want to rewatch both games. I want to actually look at the tape. I actually want to match their defenses up and offenses to see what makes the most sense. It's a very tough team to run on in Seattle. So if you're going to put the ball in the hands of a second-year quarterback versus that secondary a lot, I just don't see how that ends well. I feel like that the Patriots defense is a little easier to get than the Seattle Seahawks defense. So like I early lean to Seattle, but
This is like who can do just enough to win type of game. That's what it seems to me. Who can do just enough on offense to get the win? That's what it seems, because both these defenses are great. It's like who can do just enough, not turn the football over and get the win.
see, I got the exact opposite. I think that the team that plays safe in this Super Bowl will lose the Super Bowl. I think that you have to play to win the Super Bowl as opposed to not lose it.
All right, so let me ask you this, Will. Since we are in the era of everybody thinking script writing for football, right? So Super Bowl 49, everybody know Marshawn should have got the ball. Yes,
I agree.
they call a pass play, picked off, Brady wins. So, do you think this is the hey, sorry you lost that one? Here's your new. We gonna kick one down the road for you, Seattle, and we gonna let you get this one back. You don't think this is their time for this script writing for them to get one?
I hope it's played on the field because I'm not a conspiracy theorist if that's what you're saying. I hope that doesn't happen. Let it play out on the field, man. I don't want to see no conspiracies because if my pick comes through, if my early pick comes through, then I want to be able to say I told y'all and be confident in that I told y'all. I don't want to see no type of conspiracy type of stuff. Let them play out on the field.
NFL G's, what you think, man?
I don't think it's a conspiracy.
No.
I think that game was played on the field yesterday, and it was won on the field yesterday.
Yep.
Like, I don't think there's anything to do with like one
No,
or the other. I watched both games.
I'm talking strictly Super Bowl. How everybody and mother knew that you got the number one scoring running back in the backfield, and you end up throwing a passing play that was picked off. So it was like, hey,
that was petty too. By the
let's
way.
kick this one down the road. Let's let Brady have it.
That was
We're gonna
a
let
petty
y'all
decision.
come back for
that was
another
a petty decision too. Petty decision.
No, I don't think that's what it is.
Petty
I think it'll just be a good football game and between two good football teams.
Moving on, NFL Genius. Steelers verbally agreed to hire Mike McCarthy as their next head coach. How you feel about this move?
Man, please.
I waited real long to do this. I really, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. And I expected a different result this offseason with hiring of African-American coaches. Yet I constantly see retread of white coaches getting jobs. And I really thought this was a Brian Flores job. I can't say the Steelers organization is that way because they're not. They gave Mike Tomlin 20 years. The Rooney Rule is based off Art Rooney. But I thought Brian Flores didn't get a head coaching job because he was waiting for the Steelers job. And now with Las Vegas Raiders, probably going to hire Clint Kubiak after the Super Bowl. You're going to have a coaching situation in which 10 coaching opportunities were open. 9 of them were filled by white coaches.
Yep.
4 of them being retreads.
Yep.
I just can't keep watching it. Listen, Flores is a known asshole. But you know what Flores is, Jake? Jake said Flores is a known asshole. Flores is a known asshole. But you know what Flores is? A damn good football coach. You look at that Minnesota Vikings defense, and I want you to really understand how many games they won.
Yeah, they kept the Vikings
because of their defense.
Yeah, they gave JJ and Carson plenty of opportunities to win the game.
Oh yeah.
But
whoa. You're not doing this. You don't know me that well to do this. Let me be very clear. I've said this for the last 4 years. I got my faith back because I thought Brian Flores would get a head coaching job. And what you said last week was inaccurate. There was 4 coaches hired, and Robert Saleh is a minority candidate and he's hired. So when you said inaccurate shit, I called you out for saying inaccurate shit. I'm not saying the same shit you did. You said something inaccurate. If you think Raheem Morris needs another job, you're on crack.
All right, NFL Genius. But let me ask you this in totality. How was this pickup for the Steelers? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Mike McCarthy for the Steelers. Do you like it?
I don't like it at all. I think it's a mistake. I think it's a huge mistake. I get the coaching experience he has, but I just don't think he's a good fit for this football team. you need freaking playmakers.
Do you?
And
Let me
I
ask you.
agree, and I agree with Gene. Flores would have been a good hire for this because he would have fit what Pittsburgh is about. Tough, hardworking type of team that can get it done on the defensive side. You get some playmakers on this team. I don't know if Aaron's staying. I don't know if Aaron's going, but if you can give him some playmakers, he could have made some things happen. But I just don't think Mike McCarthy is a good fit for this team.
That was my question right there, Will. Do you think they brought McCarthy in to bring Aaron Rodgers back so they can recreate the magic they had in Green Bay offensively?
It ain't gonna work because Aaron's not the quarterback that he used to be. You can wish it.
He still got a little bit left in the tank.
But
Just
he
got a
it's
tank.
not like you know
He got a quarter mile of gas left.
nah, it ain't gonna work. It quarter mile of gas. It ain't gonna work. It's just a bad fit. And I get what you're trying to do about recreating the magic, but in order to recreate magic, you got to have playmakers, particularly at the wide receiver position. And you don't really have any playmaker other than DK Metcalf. And we all know how I feel about DK. He run a fly route. That's about it. I mean, so I don't think it's a good move.
NFL Jeans, you think this was a ploy for them to bring Aaron Rodgers and McCarthy back together next season?
I mean, it sounds like it, but I'm not a fan of it. I think that when you hire McCarthy, my thought process would have been hire him to be a guy that develops a young quarterback. McCarthy's landing spot could have been in Tennessee to develop Cam Ward. His landing spot could have been somewhere to develop a quarterback. What McCarthy has done throughout his career is made quarterbacks better. He's probably the best quarterbacks coach in the NFL. The problem is he's not a great head coach.
Okay. Let me ask you one last question about the Steelers, NFL Jeans. Do you think with them hiring McCarthy, they're going to be able to keep their defensive blueprint?
No. I like to see who they hire as their defensive coordinator, but no. The answer is no. Mike McCarthy teams have always been soft defensively. They have.
Will, what you think?
No, I think that defense. I think that defense is going. Depending on who the DC is, that DC's got a lot of work. They may regress. They may regress, and that's going to hurt Pittsburgh. And,
the end of the steel curtain.
Yeah.
All right.
I ain't heard nobody call it that in a while. So, but yeah, I think it's that defense is going to go through some changes depending on the DC they hire.
NFL Genius, Tennessee Titans hire their new head coach, Robert Saleh, man. How do you like this move for the Titans and what you see going forward for them?
Man.
I think they announced their OC.
Oh, they did? I didn't see that.
No, they have interviews for OC. If Cliff Kingsbury is their OC, it makes a lot of sense to me. I think Robert Saleh is a way better coach than people give him credit for. I think he held New York together. Look at the Jets, and I just want to look at the Jets for how long they've been terrible, and they had an identity with Robert Saleh. When they fired Robert Saleh after like 6 weeks of the season, I think they were 2-4. They were the number 2 defense in football. They finished number 15. I think Robert Saleh is a good football coach. He needs an offensive coordinator. Look, bro, I love you, man. I get it. We could talk offline. I get it. You make a lot of sense. We're good.
Will, how you like this move for the Titans?
I like it for the fact that they can retool that defense, get that defense together, but they do need to have offense coordinator who's just as good as he is on the defensive side to call that offense, get the offense up to snuff. Again, this is another team that needs playmakers and to develop Cam Ward. And I love Cam Ward coming out of college. So I like the move because they get the defense together. You get a good OC there who can get that offense going and get Cam Ward developed. It could work.
All right, well, let's go to the new head coach for Lamar Jackson and the Ravens is Jesse Minter. Is this a good move for the Ravens, man? Think they could get back to being a contender next year?
Gene, explain something to me. Why? I don't get it. I just don't understand. There's better coaches out there who could have took this job. Why would the Ravens go with him?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Jesse Minter is a very good defensive coach.
And their defense sucks.
And he's
Yes.
local to that area, so he's a local guy. I think that Jesse Minter with that defense will be great. Not as good as what Flores would be.
Mm.
But I don't think it's a terrible hire. I think that I'm still disappointed, but I don't think it's a bad hire. Jesse Minter was going to get a job during this coaching carousel. Just, I think Baltimore's the right fit for him because he's from around that area. He's local.
Okay.
Let me move on to your boy Harbaugh, who is hiring Mike McDaniel to be his play caller for next season for the Chargers. Do you think the Chargers can maybe be a top 5 offense with this hire? NFL genius.
Yes. It's perfect hire for that organization. And I'll explain to you why. Mike McDaniel's biggest issue is his teams are soft. He's very player friendly. Jim Harbaugh, as long as Jim Harbaugh and Mike McDaniel do not butt heads, which I'm not guaranteeing that won't happen, I think that this is a perfect hire. Jim is going to preach the toughness, and Mike is going to bring the creativity. That offense needs creativity, and they have a lot of weapons. Ladd McConkey was poorly used this year.
Yep.
Going to be way better used this year. I think McDaniel's a great offensive coordinator in a strong system. He made Miami soft, though, bro. I love the hire for LA.
Will, what you think?
I like the hire too. You got some weapons on offense there. Ladd McConkey, Vidal at the running back spot. Hopefully they can get healthy on the offensive line to get some depth on the offensive line that could come in to battle some of these injuries. I like the move. Justin Herbert should benefit greatly from this. He should benefit greatly.
I got one more. The Buffalo Bills, man. After ending NFL retirement to play quarterback for the Colts. Guess who is in serious consideration
I heard about this.
to be the Buffalo Bills' next head coach? Yeah, Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers. What do you think about this, Will? Do you think this is a good pickup for them, man? Are the Bills really serious with this one?
You can't be. You can't be. Don't get me wrong. I know he knows this football. I know that much. I know he knows the X's and the O's and things of that nature, but there's so much more that goes into coaching than this X's and O's. I don't like this at all. Bringing someone in with no NFL head coaching experience to be your coach, I don't like it at all. And I think there's other avenues that you can go. I think Sean McDermott got screwed, but that's just my opinion. But I don't like this move at all.
NFL genius, chime in.
I mean, bro, if this happens, this would be the most laughable shit in the entire world.
Ever.
Like, come on, man. We have so
Ever.
many qualified coaching candidates, and we're just going, oh, yeah, Phil Rivers is going to do it now. That's terrible. I don't want to believe that. I want to believe that the same way I believe that the Browns interviewed Condoleezza Rice. Remember that?
I remember that. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Hey, Phillip is in real consideration, man, to come in and coach
No.
an MVP quarterback, man.
No. No. They can't repeat what the Lakers did.
Man, when I seen it, I laughed about it. But anyway, let's move on real quick. NFL Genius, assistant coach of the year, man. Fangio Flores, Vance Joseph, Kubek, or Josh McDaniels. Who's your vote for that?
Assistant coach of the year?
Assistant coach of the year.
Clint Kubiak.
Will, what you think?
Say those names again. I didn't hear everybody.
Vic Fangio, the DC for the Eagles.
Uh-huh.
Brian Flores, Vance Joseph, the DC for the Broncos.
Mhm.
Kubiak is the OC for the Seahawks, and McDaniels is the OC for the Patriots.
Give me Kubiak.
Going Kubiak.
See, the problem is if you asked me this question last year, it'd be Brian Flores, and I think Brian Flores is the best.
The last year.
I'm just saying, I think Brian Flores is a better coach, but I think if you're looking at just this year, what he's gotten out of that offense, absolutely.
Moving on, Will, coach of the year, Liam Cohen for the Jaguars, Ben Johnson, Mike McDonald for the Seahawks, Kyle Shanahan or Mike Vrabel?
Give me
Who's your-
Vrabel. Give me
Well,
Mike
Vrabel.
Vrabel for what he did in this 1 year, getting his team to the Super Bowl. Give me Vrabel.
Not Ben Johnson. You don't think he was cooking this year with Caleb? No.
Nah, I'm going Vrabel.
Are
Kyle
you
Shanahan,
asking me, like,
Kyle
who's gonna
Shanahan with the skeleton crew.
You are you asking? Because I don't want to be a prisoner of the moment. Are you asking for the whole season or
It is-
based off
it is.
results?
It is for the whole season, man. Who
Oh,
do you
okay.
think is your coach of the year?
Okay.
what you're asking is regular season, like the award. Who's going to win the award?
Who's
Regular
going-
season.
Okay.
Who's going in?
Okay. If it's regular season, give me Ben Johnson. If it's regular season,
What you think about Shanahan? You don't think Shanahan with the skeleton crew? You don't think he's a strong candidate for this?
I appreciate it. I appreciate next man up, but to get Caleb to play that way in a new offense, to understand it and assimilate it as quick as he did, that's good coaching on Johnson's part, and that's a testament to also Caleb Williams. So I got to go with Ben Johnson.
NFL genius, your vote?
It's got to be Mike Vrabel. You're talking about a guy that took over a 4-13 team, has them in the Super Bowl. Mike Vrabel will be my pick.
NFL genius comeback player of the year: Stephon Diggs, Aiden Hutchinson, Trevor Lawrence, CMC or Dak Prescott? Who you got?
Simpson.
CMC?
Yep.
Yeah, really don't need much to explain here. He was the most pivotal player on a skeleton crew, and he drugged that team to the playoffs.
All right. Will, defensive rookie of the year: Abdul Carter, Nick Amawari from the Seahawks, James Pierce from the Falcons, Carson
Schlesinger.
and
Amawari.
Xavier Watts. Who you got?
Amroy.
Who you going with, NFL genius?
First of all, Eman Wari has been incredible. And if you're putting the playoff in perspective, Eman Wari would probably be my pick. But Carson Schlesinger had the best season. He linebacker for listen, I'm going to be honest with you. Cleveland did a great job. Mason Graham, another guy that had a great season for them, played awesome. But I'll go with Carson Schlesinger.
You guys think Abdul Carter can rebound his second season?
Listen, if you want to buy stock, Will, buy stock in Abdul Carter.
I don't see why not. With him paired with Brian Burns, man. Jeez.
Yeah.
Buy stock in that man. Abdul Carter is going to be a force. Him and Will Anderson Jr. are your next wave of defensive players of the year.
NFL genius, offensive rookie of the year: Dart, Mbuka, Trayvon Henderson, T-Mac, and Tyler Shuck. Who's your pick?
It's Tyler Shuck. That's the answer. I think Ted McMillan should have been. I think that the Panthers did a terrible job utilizing him. But Tyler Shuck took that team from the abyss and won multiple games down the stretch, made that offense look less anemic. You basically had concussion boy and Chris Olave and nobody else on that offense. Kamara got hurt. Like, they all got hurt. They had nobody around him. It was basically Taysom Hill, Chris Olave, and the ghost of Kamara's past because he got hurt. Tyler Shuck's my answer.
Where you going with, Will?
Hate to say it, Abuka looked like he was going to run away with it at the start of the season.
Yep.
But then he fell off once Godwin came back. I like Ted McMillan, but he also was toward the end a little bit more of a disappointment. I hate to say this, but I gotta go Tyler Shuck.
Tyler Shuck, your boy, man. That man, a
my-
40-year-old quarterback back there.
That man gonna be 58 before he retire.
Will, offensive rookie, offensive player of the year. Talking bets. Well, not really bets, everybody, but you got Drake May, you got CMC, you got Puka Nacua, Bijan Robinson, and Jackson Smith and Jigba. Who's your offensive player of the year?
Without sending prison at the moment, I've loved Drake May all year, so I go with Drake May.
Well,
He's been my fantasy guy. He got me through a lot of my fantasy teams this year. So, I got to give him his flowers. I know Gene ain't going to pick him, and that's fine. But I got to go with Drake. But I got to go with Drake May.
I'm
That's
torn
my boy.
between CMC and Jigba, man. Them both.
That's
of them
my
are
boy.
going
Drake,
crazy.
my boy.
But NFL genius, who's your pick?
It's JSN. Look, I don't think he's the best player, but you're not taking an offensive player of the year and giving it to a quarterback. I'm not doing that. The MVP is turned into the best quarterback award. We're not doing that. Right? The MVP is already a quarterback award. We're not going offensive player of the year is going to be a quarterback award too. Nope. That's for skill position players. JSN's going to win it. Do I think he's better than Puka? No. But he has had the best season.
Mm-hmm. All right. NFL genius, your defensive player of the year. Will Anderson Jr., Nick Bonito, Myles Garrett, Aiden Hutchinson, Micah Parsons.
I wish I could say Will Anderson Jr. If you don't know, Will Anderson Jr. is my favorite player in the NFL.
Oh, I already know. I seen you going off about him.
Yeah.
I love him. But the answer is Myles Garrett. He broke the sack record.
By default, it got to be him.
Yeah, it's got to be Myles.
And the big one, your most valuable player of this season. Will, you got Mr. Josh Allen, Trevor Lawrence, Drake May, C-Mac, and Matthew Stafford. Who is your MVP?
I love Drake. I do. I love Drake May. Like I said, won me a lot of fantasy championships this year. But and it's close, but it's close between the two, but I got Matthew Stafford.
You got Matthew?
Yep. It's close between the two, though. It's really close, stats wise. Really close.
NFL genius, who's your pick?
What do you want to know? Do you want to know who my pick is? Do you want to know who I think is going to win the award? Because
all right, give me who you think is going to win the award, and give me who you think in your opinion should win the award.
Matthew Stafford is going to win the award because it's a Lifetime Achievement Award. If it's that close, it's almost like to beat the champ in boxing, you have to clearly beat them. But yeah, Matthew Stafford's going to win the award. I would give it to Drake May.
Giving it to Drake?
That's my pick.
The two, if you look at the stats, the two are so close.
They are. So, which is why I have no problem with Matthew Stafford winning the award. I wish that they would have played each other in the Super Bowl. But
that could have decided it too. Yeah.
All right, NFL genius. Nick Wright said it's time that we hold Josh Allen accountable. He said Josh Allen understood that he was the biggest reason the Bills did not get it done this season, man, due to with Lamar Jackson not being in here, without Patrick Mahomes, without Joe Burrow, the elite quarterbacks. This was Josh Allen's year. But do you agree with him that we should hold Josh Allen accountable? Because a lot of other quarterbacks get held, like Lamar Jackson if they fail, Justin Herbert, Trevor Lawrence. But Josh Allen seemed to be the golden boy right now.
Here, look, let's make this very, very easy, okay? Josh Allen deserves better than what they've given him. But the problem is you can't give, if you didn't give the same criticism. I almost want to criticize Josh more because I watched the way they criticized Lamar. But I want to read you this, and I pulled this up specifically for this. Here are the wide receivers that were drafted by the Buffalo Bills during Josh Allen's tenure. I'll read it to you.
Get him, Gene.
Caden Prather, Ray McLeod, Isaiah Hodgins, Gabe Davis, Marcus Stevenson, Khalil Shakir, Justin Shorter, and Keon Coleman.
Don't forget, they did go and trade for Stephon Diggs. He did have him for a stint and was killing it passing. Was he not?
He was. I just look at that situation and say, just like Lamar deserves better with Mark Andrews dropping the ball and fumbling it, Josh deserves better. And we talk about this all the time. I'm not going to fault a quarterback for not winning, but I'm not going to give them the prestige of calling them great when they don't. What made Tom Brady great and made him the greatest quarterback of all time is he won with Deion Branch. He won with James White.
Yeah.
I'm serious, though.
Yeah.
Chris Hogan. Do you remember Chris Hogan's nickname?
I do.
What was his nickname?
I remember Chris Hogan. I don't remember his nickname, but I remember Chris.
His nickname was 7-Eleven.
Chris.
Because he was always open.
Deion Branch. A lot of those guys.
Elite Julian Edelman.
Yep.
I guess. Wes Welker was probably, he had Randy for 2 years.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I think the answer is yes, he deserves criticism, but Nick Wright won't give Patrick any of that criticism.
Oh, hell no, he won't.
Give it to Josh and Lamar because they're comparables.
Yeah.
Do you really think Patrick Mahomes deserves criticism?
Of course he does. He's not perfect, and he doesn't read a defense well. What makes him so incredible is that he can make plays and throw from angles and his arm strength and his arm talent. But, like, if Patrick Mahomes had the ability to read a defense like Tom Brady, he'd be OP.
We all got to have our
cheat code. It'd be a cheat code.
Will, do you agree with Mr. Wright, man, about Josh Allen?
I agree to a certain extent that you have to hold him accountable, but the person I hold more accountable than anybody is Mr. Brandon Beane. That's why I hold more accountable than anybody. I said this on a sports report last week. You, in order to succeed, you have to have weapons. And look, I love Kincaid. I love Knox. I love that law firm of Kincaid and Knox. I love them. But you have to have playmakers at the wide receiver position in order to win. And for some reason, he won't do it. He won't give this man any playmakers outside of having Diggs. So, yeah, do I hold Josh Allen accountable because of the turnovers? Of course. But I also hold that GM accountable for not giving that man any weapons.
Last question. Will, it's been swirling where we all know Brandon Ayuk is not returning to the Niners, and Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch sat up there in a press conference and answered questions about it. Kyle said he kept trying to reach out to Ayuk. He don't know what's going on, why Ayuk doing what he's doing. What you think going on with this situation?
He doesn't want to be there.
They gave him his money,
even though they gave him that money. I don't think
he gave it back.
I don't think he wants to be there, and I think he did end up giving that guaranteed part back. Well, he lost it, if I remember the story correctly, but I don't think he wants to be there. I wouldn't. He went for the money. I wouldn't. If you don't want to be there, I wouldn't even sign for that extension. I just don't think he wants to be there anymore, and he wants to move on.
You think it was Kyle Shanahan, or you think it was Lynch the reason why he don't want to play for them?
John Lynch.
NFL Genius, chime in.
I think it was Brandon Ayuk was the reason. He's Brandon Ayuk.
He don't want to be there.
I think he's the only person in the NFL. Him, his mom, and his agent think he's a top 10 wide receiver.
And he ain't.
I couldn't stand. He had one great year, and everybody was labeling him a top 10 receiver in the NFL. I said, guys, you guys are out of your mind. He had a great year in a Kyle Shanahan system. Nothing that man does is elite. We had arguments on this show that Brandon Ayuk was better than Amon-Ra St. Brown. Are we out of our freaking minds?
Who said that? Who said that? Oh my God! What?
I mean, Ayuk ain't come back after his spectacular season. He ain't come back on, for the.
I said he wasn't a top 25 receiver. I got called an idiot. He's not a top 25 receiver.
Now, do you think his skill set is not top 25?
No. What does he do elite?
He had that great season. We didn't see him after the contract.
He's in Kyle Shanahan's system. What does he do elite? Is he elite ball catcher, route runner, speed?
I wouldn't say elite. He's good at it. He's good at it. I wouldn't say elite yet.
He's a jag, bro. He's just another guy.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I'll say a statement here, and people in the chat might get mad at me. I'll take Jacoby Myers over Brandon Ayuk.
You know what though?
Jacoby Myers.
heard
Jacoby, he still turned his season around though once he
Yeah,
left.
but if you would take Jacoby Myers over Brandon Ayuk, he's not top 25 receiver.
I don't know. I got to
If
see
you
what
want, bro, I could name 100. I mean 100, but like think about it: Smitty and Brown easily, Neighbors easily, Pickens and CD easily.
well, you
Terry
talking.
McLaurin
No,
easily.
well, that's you
That's
talking.
the
About,
NFC East.
you talking about the scale that for those.
I'm
Those
not go
are
any division you want.
those are
Would you
elite
take Jordan
receivers.
Addison? Would you take Jordan Addison or Brandon Ayuk going forward?
I'm taking Addison. Give me Addison.
I don't know.
I didn't even ask you.
I'm taking
if you want
Addison.
Jefferson.
I'm taking Addison.
know.
Give me
My-
Addison
My
all
problem
day.
with trying to answer that is that we did not see Ayuk come back and play after he took that money. They didn't show up, so I don't know what he would have did if he would have came back.
Oh
coulda-
dang, Damien said, would you take AJ over Ayuk?
Well, I mean, he's asking me because he knows.
Yeah,
how
he
much
knows.
I want to get out of here. Can I defer like the Dodgers defer their payroll?
Ladies and gentlemen, that is our
Oh,
time. We appreciate
man.
everybody stopping through to the morning show on the Wire to Wire Network. NFL Genius, you got any closing remarks for our people?
Nah, bro. Be safe in the snow. Be safe driving. Be safe.
And Will, closing remarks and closes out, big dog.
Yes, don't forget to check out the Sports Report podcast tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern. As long as I don't have any snow, as long as I got power, we going on the air, 10 p.m. Eastern, right here on Wire to Wire Network. I want to say thank you to everyone, everybody here on the panel. Thank you for everybody in the chat for being here this morning. Coffee Sports Morning. We appreciate you.